Hey guys, welcome back in. Just gonna continue this Division 2 playthrough. Let's see here. Up to 22. So I think I'm gonna try to take over all the control points and then continue with the story stuff. I want to try to get some more loot as well. But got a couple hours to kill, so I figured I'd come back in and do this a little bit. I did change up my armor. Let's see here. Because I can't get another piece of Fenris to draw it for me, so I'm just gonna forego the reload speed bonus on it. I just went with these knee pads here. I'm looking to hopefully get a better pair to drop. And I did recalibrate a couple things to add more weapon damage. But I got my armor up to 19,000 now, which is kind of like right where I want it to be. Yeah, see if I can get a different set of knee pads going forward. These ones are kind of junk, so that's about it. I don't think there's... Yeah, the vendor still has all the same junk, so... I like to be able to get some equipment mods to drop, because my drone doesn't do jack crap. Take a quick peek at how much it costs to actually craft them. Don't care about that. Let's see, drone mods. Alright, because I only have 5 filament fragments, so I'll just wait for... I should get some world drops of these skill mods, so do that. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get rid of these control points. I'm gonna see how many I actually have left. Oh, I got one over here. Oh, that's in level 25, so... I got quite a few that are left. Alright. It's level 22, level 21. Alright. So, I think I'll work on getting those done and you get the shade tech and all that good stuff. And I'll probably be on mute for quite a bit tonight too. Because I'm going to be answering a lot of questions and stuff from people. Probably get a couple phone calls in between. And so yeah, if you see me just standing still, give me like 5 minutes, I should be back. But hopefully I don't get interrupted too much tonight. Alright. Oh, that's level 23.
Hostile control point detected.
Those are 20. I thought I had more 21s. Yeah, this whole area. Go to that safe house. So it looks like I got 2 more in this area. And...
Friendly commands nearby.
Got a couple more pieces of shade tech I can get as well. So. Alright. Well, I might as well grab shade tech on my way down, so I'll do that. I'm gonna end up muting you guys.
Hostiles in distress.
Tell me where they are.
Hostage health is critical. Incoming hostiles detected. Vital signs critical. Hostage is dead. Agent incapacitated. Hostage health is critical. Immediate medical assistance needed. Hostage is dead. All hostages are deceased.
There he is!
point nearby. Portable electronic device detected. Base match. Item of interest detected. Hostile control point detected.
Yeah, some of these shade decks can be pretty tricky to find. It's almost like there's a certain door or a button you have to hit sometimes. You gotta really look around for some of them. Like the shade tech is on an outside balcony. I just have to figure out the way to get there. Yeah, there's only a few of them that are really hard to find. This one's gonna be a tricky one. Or sometimes there's like yellow panels you have to shoot in order to open up a door. Oh, or you can go right out the window. There's a thing here. Oh, there it is. Kind of blended right in there for a second. Yeah, a lot of enemies in this area. I think I'll do is go back here so I can replenish my armor kits. Actually take a quick peek at what I got too. I'm actually gonna go grab a drink also, I think.
Friendly combatants detected.
Yeah. Be here for a second. That's not gonna help me. Actually, I might swap that out, that mask. I might switch over my gloves too. I don't know. I found another Fenris backpack though, or chest piece, which is better than what I had. I have to re-roll for more weapon damage on it though. Probably not worth it right now. Yeah. Okay, those are full. I'm gonna go freshen up my drink. For some reason I got warm water. I just grabbed one out of the fridge. It must have been one of the ones I just put in a little bit long ago, not very long ago. I will be back in a few minutes here. gonna still go back to that same safe house. I might try to hit it from a different angle though, especially if all those guys are still out there. Yeah, it looks like they might be.
Friendly combatants nearby.
Yeah, for some reason, like the first time you go out of these, there's normally enemies all over the freaking place. So, actually, it sent me out a different door that time. Yeah, it sent me out. Yeah, like there's going to be an elite. There's going to be a squad on the way here. Resource people. So I always like to put stuff in the way. That way you use up all your ammo on these guys. And you don't have any left. When you get to the control point.
Must be answered, Agent.
You picked the wrong fight,
See
dumbass.
you, Agent.
One more for the fun.
Detecting additional hostile contacts. Incoming hostiles detected.
Feel that, Agent?
Yeah, I'm definitely getting stick drift on this controller. But if I make it through this, I'm switching controllers. Sadly, it's my right stick, dude, when I used to actually aim with. Too bad because this controller is only about 6 months old.
Hostile detected. They like to make you waste a bunch of ammo just to get to the control point. It's annoying as hell. Alright, I'm gonna give that a second to cool down, and dude, that's the good thing about not calling in your allies early, because the wave automatically starts when you do. So I had all the time I want, just roam around and loot what I want, restock, you know. And give me a few seconds here. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna switch controllers.
Hostile broadcast detected. Hostile broadcast picked up.
Sorry about that. Doesn't look like it's letting me connect my freaking controller now. Even if I have it hardwired, it's not connected. So I'm gonna attempt to take this thing over, and I'm gonna figure out what's up with that controller because I think I have to actually turn off the PlayStation to pair it. For some reason, it's not pairing. So see if I can make it through this. Let me fire this thing off.
Reinforcements incoming.
It's annoying because I have to start the whole freaking stream over again.
Hostile broadcast. Heavily armored hostile detected.
distracted by something over there. It's that yellow bar, but he's not part of this thing. Let's see if I can get myself killed.
Let's get moving.
It's annoying AI. Okay, I thought for sure there was going to be another wave of enemies. Alright, at least that's out of the way.
Supply room
Yeah, I'm
access
gonna have
unlocked.
to. Looks like I'm gonna have to restart this thing. Is that weapon pulling
Hostile broadcast detected.
at all? Yeah, because I especially notice it on my my sniper. It just pulls it a little, but it's enough to pull the whole thing completely off. I'll go out here and take care of these guys.
We got plenty of resources.
We should help him out. I think there's another crate here somewhere too. Maybe it's just other stuff. Some tools.
This time last year, I was prepping for a big party before.
I thought there was a gear crate here. Must not be. Let's see if there's anything else here. Let's just go for this. Yeah, I definitely noticed it on my sniper if I try locking onto something. I mean, breathing's normal, but it'll like kick, especially. I don't know, it doesn't seem too bad right now. I'll just play on, see what happens. I don't remember this area too much, so hopefully we won't get too surprised. And of course they had to put them right next to control points, the shade tech. I like to like check every little corner I can. Shock ammo. Yes, I'll definitely take that. That works well on a sniper. All you have to do is hit them with a sniper round and shock them and mow them down with your AR. It lasts a couple seconds. It doesn't take long to heat them up with a high damage build. So. Oh, this goes right into a sewer. Might as well take a look around. Might be some good stuff down here. Make sure I'm not missing any lockboxes on the way. And these extra crates are really nice because they'll give you special ammo. I get incendiary rounds in that one. So what I like to try to do is have a couple different ones, and then whatever's left over I'll put in my AR. And this looks like a big sewer system. Alright. Let's see what we run into. Enemies do like to pop up in here from time to time. Sometimes they're yellow bars too. And now and then there will be a crate on these platforms, so it's worth taking a look. There's none in this one.
Hostile control point.
Then in this room there is an upstairs and a downstairs. So it's worth poking around everywhere. You know, gun crate here. And there'll also be those things on the wall with keys in them sometimes. So it's worth getting those. Yeah, one right there. And a lot of times at the top of these steps there'll be one of those special crates. Yeah, there's one right there, so. I'm just trying to remember what door I came in. That way I can go all the way around. Alright, this should be the last underground one, or the last bottom room. Go right back upstairs. And a lot of times in the control rooms, there'll be a crate a lot of times. They like to just stick them over in corners. So it's worth taking a tour of the whole thing. And there's normally a room off to the side with a crate in it. I've been in a few of them where you have to shoot a lock on this door to get to one. They'll have one over by those servers, or they'll have one inside this little cage. So it's worth just kind of going all the way around. Back here. And I always pick up all the loot I see. Mainly so, you know, it's good to have, but at the same time you can kind of keep track of what rooms you've been in, because normally there's something to be looted. So you can kind of keep track of where you've been and where you haven't been. And yeah, you see like I'm shaking all over the place with my aim. I'm gonna need to, I think I'm gonna have to step out and
Detected.
switch.
Location coded by heavily armed hostiles.
For some reason, my controller just won't pair with my PlayStation. I think I have to actually go into safe mode and then boot up with the controller, because I haven't plugged it in quite a while either. So I know that there's been a couple software updates for it, so that's probably what it is. I think this is where I came from originally. Or is this a different one? I think this is a whole different thing. No, it isn't. Alright. I just went out the wrong door.
Hostile control point detected.
Yeah, I'm trying to backtrack to where I started off. Let's see, lockbox there. Yeah, they're easy to miss. What I like to do is I just keep my keys until I hit level 30, then I start opening up boxes. Okay, now I know where I was. I'm right next to a control point, of course. And I'm trying to find that one shade cache over here somewhere. I'm trying to avoid that territory patrol that's going on. If I can help it. Oh, I'm still staying on shade text downstairs. Take another look down there. I know sometimes there's a bounty that sends you down here for one of the enemies. It's going to be down here in one of these little side runs. Oh, it's inside of here. Oh, yep. All right. That was Fenris. Oh, glass cannon. That might not be the best idea for me. Because you take 50% more damage. So, if I had more armor, I'd probably use it. Yeah, and here's the LCAS key. Yeah, they all have their own special crates. Alright, where did that boss show? Oh, he's way the hell up there. It was fast travel.
Friendly combatants detected.
Target near you.
Yeah, a lot of times I'll travel to a safe house or settlement in between these. That way you refill on all your med kits and your ammo. So that's why I do that a lot. Oh, it's the one that's okay. This one isn't too bad.
Live arms detected.
Target spotted, Sheriff. You got the target. Nice. cleaning up the streets one bad guy at a time. Nicely done, Sheriff.
Not too bad. Yeah, it's strange. It's like my controller jerks every time I go to actually hit the fire button. It's weird. Or if I hit like R3 to scope in. Of course, when I want it to do it, it won't do it. It's annoying. Yeah, I can even feel it, kind of like when I run around even. It's almost like it jerks a little bit. I don't know if there's anything back here. Some tools. Some components. Alright. Back over to this. Ivy Tunnel. So I wish I remember how these things look. I think I'll just continue on a little bit longer. If it gets really bad, I'm gonna have to jump off and repair my controller, or to pair it the PlayStation. I'm almost at 23. Nice. Alright. Let's see if I got any mods to drop. Of course, Firefly, something I never use. I get attachments for that constantly. Can't get it for anything else. And that did drop on this. The attributes kind of suck on this, to be honest. Five 11s. See, I might go over to like an Araldi, switch out one of these province pieces for Araldi. Oh, I already have one here. Yeah, I don't know. Figure it out. I think I'm gonna take a minute here, use the bathroom, because I don't remember what this checkpoint looks like. So I'll be back.
Alright guys, sorry that took so long. I think I tried to pair my controller again with a different wire. So it seems like it's going to work alright now. See, that's the bad thing about PlayStation 5 is you have software updates for your controller. So I had to do one of those real quick. I think we should be good. This one feels better. This one's only about, what, like 6 months old maybe, so hopefully it'll last a little bit longer. Yeah, I mean the new controllers are great and all, but it's like they're using the same crappy parts. So, see if I can get over to this control point. And of course there's going to be an envoy on the way. So you can kind of zoom in and see what's in the area. Like, it doesn't say there's one there, but there is definitely an envoy. So, try this out. Like, I don't remember like spawn points or any of that stuff anymore. It'd be nice if I did. I always try to take the higher ground if I can, just so you get a better vantage point on stuff. And I alerted that envoy too, so they'll be on their way as well. Those other guys, I think they're part of the envoy, so that's how they keep you on your toes. Yeah, I'm gonna have them from all three sides now, it looks like. I'm trying not to rush anything. Like, I wish I could see where they are.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Yeah, I hate it when I'm just chewing through ammo.
Vital signs critical.
This one's mine.
Okay. You should be able to just focus on the middle. Yeah, and don't be afraid to use the flaming barrels to your advantage either. so that's cleared out. What I'll do is typically they spawn behind you when you do this. So this area that I just attacked, they'll attack from that same area. So what I like to do is I always like to try to refill my ammo before I do anything. And then I'll call in my my allies. If I can remember where ammo is down here. Right there. And I try to get near the minigun thing here because it can be helpful, especially with the boss. It's a big, big chunky yellow bar. This can knock their shield down pretty quick.
Friendly combatants detected.
Call in my guys.
Reinforcements en route.
And they should spawn in front of me now.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
And those guys with the bright yellow vest on, they like to run up to you and just explode. They like to sneak up behind you too. So.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Yeah, then as soon as I see where that yellow bar comes through, I try to knock his shield down. Normally doesn't do he's gonna come up behind
Friendly
me.
combatants nearby.
No, this is one where they make you kind of move around a little bit. See these guys, because my weapon damage is so high, it eats through them pretty quick. Most people want to put on a bunch of armor, and it makes the fight a lot longer. So I tend to go weapon damage more than anything. Because my armor is pretty squishy.
Supply room access.
If I had more armor, I'd be able to kind of run through things without too much worry, but I prefer to have a lot more firepower than anything. I mean, you can play however you want. There's no
Friendly combatants detected.
Another Fenris. I can't get it for any other slot though. Alright. This stuff's starting to fill up now. And I think there is quite a bit of loot in this area too. I'm going to focus on getting these other shade techs. Yeah, this one's further away. And that's going to take me right through some stuff too. Territory control. This is going to be one that's in a weird spot. Both of these are going to be in weird spots. Inside of buildings or on top of them.
Friendly combatants nearby.
I'll make an attempt to get over to those. I did check this area though, because I know there's definitely loot around here.
So tired.
A lot of times they'll just stick it like in a corner, you know. I actually don't see anything over here. I'm gonna make a run for this thing, Shade Tech. I'll most likely run into something down here though. Yeah, this place looks familiar. Oh, yeah. I think I snuck over here once before when I was really low level. I think there's a box here. At least I'm starting to get purple gear now. And soon I'll have gold gear dropping as I get closer to 30. Nothing there. There's going to be one of those orange crates out here too. And because I'm not in combat, I can go right to, I can travel right back to my save point, right back to my control point, rather, and grab the other one because it'll be closer. Yeah, I like to always try to get the one that's further away first.
Friendly combatants detected.
No real reason for it, but just some one of the little things I like to do. Don't go the wrong way. Okay, I always thought you automatically restock with these, but you don't. You do it at safe houses. So, I'm gonna go up this side. They really did a good job of laying everything out in this, just to make it feel, you know, like all run down and everything. You know, like in the middle of like a war zone type of deal. In areas like this, there tend to be stuff, especially if you get little alleyways.
Friendly combatants nearby.
There tend to be stuff. Like a lot of times there would be something up here too, but there isn't. Yeah, there's stuff everywhere in this game. So it's worth just taking a few extra seconds and going down these little alleys and looking. You can get a lot of really good stuff just in the open world, especially early on. You know, later on you get a lot of your stuff from missions. Like you get like daily missions and stuff like that that you can do. But it's always worth just grabbing this stuff. Even if it's garbage, you can always break it down or sell it. So it's definitely worth the extra little work to do it. And I head back, see, oh, and see how there's a yellow tarp there? That means you can climb up. A lot of times there'll be stuff up here, you know, wherever you see those yellow tarps, just it's worth climbing up and looking. Yeah, and like pretty much alleyways and sewers are a good source of gear. You know, if not just gear, but also the crafting materials and components and stuff like that you need for your control points. Like I know most of the areas pretty well, but there are some people that know where every little thing is. Unfortunately, that's not me. I know where a lot of stuff is, but some people really know this game.
You know what I miss most of all? Weather like this.
Yeah, like that yellow bar, or that purple bar guy that I just took out in like not much time. Like if I didn't have damage that high, it probably would have taken me 2 magazines to kill him. Like if I was just at a low, if I was at a high armor build, it would have taken a lot longer. Okay, this is going to be one of those funky ones. I'm going to have to get on the other side of this building somehow. See, they make some of them into like little mini puzzles. What you can do is open up your map and look down and zoom in. You can see the layout of the building. They don't show you like where the doors are or anything, but it gives you an idea of where where you kind of have to go. So I'm gonna end up. There's probably gonna be a door in this alleyway, or this one, this little square area. So I'll just kind of make my way around the building. At the same time, check for other loot on the other side. It's really easy to get sidetracked. And this guy with the question marks, he'll give you a bounty. And they're normally good, but it's a good thing to grab. Because now that I talked to him, he gives you the location of a secret vendor. I don't know if she's here yet or not. Her icon will show up. It'll look like a little shopping cart. But it's a secret vendor that normally has some pretty good stuff. It's just another vendor you can buy stuff off, but she's only there for the weekend. I don't know if she's actually here yet or not, but it would be like a white shopping cart. I might have to pick up the bounty to do that.
Good luck.
And you can always do the bounty later. You don't have to do it right away. I thought she spawned on Friday. It might be Friday at reset. I think resets in a couple more hours. But it'll be like a white shopping cart. You'll know the second you see it. I don't even think you have to hover over it. I think it just shows up. But you'll go to her location and she'll have, like half a dozen things, 8 things, something like that. Yeah, I probably should have waited till reset time. But, yeah, it's always a good thing to visit him on the weekend.
Echo nearby.
But I am going to poke around just to see if there's more stuff. And you can use the camera to your advantage too to look down into areas. And there is a photo mode in this. Yeah, if you go into photo mode, you can't scan very far, but you can kind of look around a little bit. It's not very good. But if you get like a weird angle that you can't really see around very much, it might help out. Yeah, I did have a crate here. as well refill this. Oh, and that's going to be one of those yellow bar enemies, so I always try to... If I see a bunch of NPCs shooting at something, I always try to look. A lot of times it is an open world yellow bar guy. Alright, that was a free piece of gear. Yeah, but NPCs are good because they can, they act as more of a distraction than anything. You still end up doing most of the damage, so they can really help, you know, distract the enemy. I think I might as well just go and do this bounty. We'll hit this because you get a bunch of experience from those. I think I will go see if I can get that bounty. Yeah, and all you have to do is you have to get to the bounty location within the time limit. I got 11 minutes to get there, and he's fairly close. Sometimes it's quicker to fast travel, which I'm just gonna do. It looks like he might be one that's in the underground. He might be in an underground area, so. Yeah, like if you look at up at the name where the bounty is, it says 95 meters. Then there's a down arrow. It means he's underground. If you get an up arrow, it means that he's on top of the building. So I'm going to be looking for an underground passage here somewhere. Typically, I just make like a beeline right for the yellow arrow. I don't follow the streets or anything. But you see on my HUD, in the top left, there's a down arrow. He's underground somewhere. That tells you that there's an underground access. And normally you'll get a group of enemies, and then the boss himself will spawn. And this one can be pretty difficult too, if I remember right. Because some of them like to use fire, and fire will just eat your shield right up unless you have protection. See, that's where the special ammo really comes in handy. As I broke his shield there in no time. Just take him right out. See, that guy can be rough, mainly because you don't really have much room down here. Well, there's room, but you got a lot of stuff in the way. Because he can definitely be a difficult one. And that's not the only one. There's still, you know, I think those are just minor enemies out there. But the minor enemies can be almost as dangerous as as the bosses. They, they're much more mobile. They like to, circle around you. So now the boss is down. I just kind of run around the area real quick and look, see if I see any crates. Then I'll go out and I'll just kill off those last two guys and go to that Shade Tech. And you don't have to do the bounty to have that special vendor show up. You can actually just get rid of the bounty if you want to. But this is going to be another named enemy, actually, now that I think of it. I think this is one that's in like 3 different parts. Moving on. Yeah, like they're still saying that boss is underground. So, find that underground area. It must be that same. It's probably that same little tunnel. I just have to have a guy out here screw me up. Oh. Almost missed that. Yeah, it must be an additional underground area here. Probably where that boss came out of. Yep. I'm always scanning around looking for... Oh, I was down here earlier. I got an open thing there. So I don't have to really search around all that hard. Just go right to the bosses. I think there's 2 of them in here. Or it might be just a regular yellow bar and 1 boss. Of course I can't see them. That's where that special ammo really helps out, is when you can stun them like that.
Good job.
And it's going to be a 3rd boss. Oh no, it's a yellow bar. Or purple bar.
You earned yourself another bounty. Well done.
Alright. So it's worth doing the bounties. You get quite a bit of their XP, and you get other stuff out of it too. That Shade Tech. I was hoping maybe there'd be a quicker way out of these tunnels. Doesn't look good though. But another thing I always try to do is make sure everything's reloaded. That way you're not stuck with your pants down. So. And now and then, like another yellow bar will appear, like at any point in these tunnels. Yeah, it's always worth killing them all, if you can. Sometimes you can't. So, almost killed all my friendly helpers. Alright. I got to trip back over where I was. I'm gonna have to circle all the way around this building, I think. If I remember right, I think the doorway or whatever is in one of those center alleys. And try to get over there without getting in any more fights. It's nice that there's a lot of enemies to kill off, but at the same time, it's kind of a pain because I'm trying to get other stuff done. I don't want to be constantly fighting, 3 enemies at a time. If I don't take them out, though, they'll chase me around. Like that purple bar would have taken at least a full magazine to take out. So I always like weapon damage. Alright, so this is that same alley. I don't see a way in. Sometimes there'll be like little drop ropes that you can climb up, but I don't see any there, so there's gonna have to be a door or something that I have to get into. I already looked down there. Here's a door. Okay. That might be my way in. Sometimes you have to climb stuff, sometimes there's ropes to go up. I make little puzzles out of it. Or sometimes like a door will, you'll have to interact with the door to open it. So it's not going to be in that little cutout area. So it might be down this way. And again, whenever you see like a big thing of trash and stuff, it's always worth looking at. There's another crate over here. Oh, that's just components, but yeah, but they hide stuff everywhere. I don't see any ropes to climb. I don't see any windows. There's going to be a way in here somehow. Yeah, and at the top you see where it says Shade Tech Cache 28 meters, and there's no arrow. It means it's at ground level. So literally all I need to do is, walk through a door somewhere, and it should be there. Either a door or a broken window. I wonder if this door has a lock on it. Yeah, I can't climb over this, but I can climb over from the other side. So it must be a way inside this building or something. Or that's my clue right there. And that I go from one window over to the other. So I need to get inside this building somehow. And I bet there's probably a lock on the other side of this door. I could probably save my ammo. Now if I look up, I don't have a catwalk on this side. So I don't have to worry about going from that building, so my entry is going to be this building somehow. Oh, there's a catwalk right there. So I can get over that. Okay. I was going to say if I can't, I can go down this ladder. I think there was a crate up on this side. Yep, there was. Yeah, and I already talked to that thing. So I should be able to climb this. There might be some stuff up here too. Doesn't look it though. So I'll end up going across here and through there. And I always check out both up and down just in case. You know, there's just a bunch of junk there in the way. But if I see any doors open, I always go in just to see if there's any stuff laying around. Doesn't look good. This is going to be my exit to the other side. So at least I know where I'm going. So I'm going to go back down. Sometimes they'll hide stuff under the stairs, you know, like this. Then even sometimes they'll have stuff behind these gates and stuff you can get. So I'm just going to go all the way back up till I get to that room again. And sometimes like the refrigerator and stuff you can interact with, that'll just give you like water and stuff. Alright. And none of these I can go in. I can go out here. Oh, we got a storm coming in too. The weather's really good in this game too. They did a good job on that. It's annoying as hell, especially when it's foggy, but it makes it a little more realistic. Alright. Go down here, myself a gun. Some more gear. All that work for a shade tech. You need it for your projects and stuff, so. That must be filling up pretty good here. 63. And check my projects. Need to complete. Quite a few of those done already. Alright. So it's Constitution Hall, Boggy Bottoms over here. Constitution Hall, that one's done. Okay, that's all the shade tech in this area. West End. Alright. I think I'm gonna hit the base of operations here. Go through my gear and see what I got, see if I have stuff I can upgrade. And hopefully something that I can recalibrate so I can show you guys what that looks like. I'm going to jump inside here for a few minutes. I'm going to run my dog out because he looks like he's got to go. So I will be back.
guys, welcome back. Now what I'm gonna do is, before I do anything, I'm going to open my proficiency cache. I always forget about these. I'll go through all my gear and everything, and then I'll remember, oh, I got one of these to open, so get a hold ahead of the game. That way I can see if I get anything new. It's all garbage, so what I'm more worried about is my gear more than anything. What I want to try to do is keep 3 pieces of this brand, the Providence, just because I'm using an AR most of the time. So in order to get the extra critical hit chance and critical hit damage, that's like my main focus on that. The other one is I always want to try to keep 1 piece of Fenris, because that'll give me more assault rifle damage. And if I can get 2 pieces of this brand, it will give me reload speed as well. And if I can get 3 pieces, stability is always nice to have, but it's not real critical. And then because I'm using a sniper, I always try to keep 1 piece of Araldi for marksman damage, marksman rifle damage. And then I can kind of play around with, you know, my 6th piece. I can, you know, if I get a piece that has a ton of armor, but it also has critical hit chance or something on it, or weapon damage, or, you know, stuff like that, then I will go to it. But one thing to check is your stats. Because I'm playing on console. So what I want to really look to do is get as much critical hit chance as I can. And this goes up to 60%. So if you get, you know, 66%, you know, you're overdoing it. So it says up at the top the cap is 60%. So that's something that, you know, you want to try to get up to that high, as high as you can. So that's like, if you look at some of my pieces, you know, like critical hit damage is nice to have, but on console you want to try to go for critical hit chance over critical hit damage. From what I've heard is PC players prefer critical hit damage. It's probably because they can stay on target a little bit easier. But it's all subjective to how you play. So it's like right now, I'm probably gonna switch these gloves out to an Araldi. That way I can get more headshot damage. Unless I can find a second piece of Fenris gear somewhere in this mishmash of junk. But what I want to do is I'm going to create a loadout, because you can have loadouts in this, so you can have a bunch of them. And you get more as you go. If you go over to this guy,
Howdy.
and over to your perks, where is it? Loadouts. See, right now, yeah, if you unlock all of them, you can have 16 different loadouts. It's like right now I only have 1 unlocked. I'm just going to unlock another one, because I have a bunch of shade tech now that I can use.
Later.
So I'm just going to do that. Before I change this loadout, though, I'm just going to create a loadout. That way, all the stuff I currently have on, just in case I, you know, want to move things around, I can always come back to this one. And there's a way options, rename it. I'm just going to name it temp. Okay. So I can always just kind of bounce back to this loadout if I want, as I start moving things around. Then you can put together different loadouts for different activities and stuff like that. I know that I do want to switch this out. Yeah, that'll give me more armor. Explosive resistance is good to have too. Actually, what's this one?
1.7. It's got glass cannon on it though. I would like to use this one, but not with that talent. Let me see if I can. Wait, what level is that? Yeah, I can put a new talent on this, but I don't know what I actually have unlocked. Because you have what they call the recalibration station, where you can change one attribute or talent on your stuff. So the body armor, yeah. If I go down to that Fenris piece, the bad thing is it also counts the stuff you have in your stash, which is good and bad. You just have to pay attention to what you're doing in here. If I select this, now I can change any of these core attributes. Like my current core attribute on this is 1.7 weapon damage, but if I come over here, I can give it up to 9.9% weapon damage. And the same thing with these other attributes. You can switch out these, but you can only switch one of them. Or you can switch out your talent. So if I select that, here are the other talents I have unlocked already. And in order to unlock these, you have to come over to this lady, and what you do is you go to recalibration library, and you see everything here with an up arrow means there's something on a piece of gear I currently have that I can strip off to put in my library. Like if I go to my rifle, over on the right hand side it says can be improved, and there's a 1 with an arrow. That means I can strip a talent off of one of these weapons I have. And it tells you here, extraction available. I can take perpetual off of one of my rifles. So if I select it, it'll tell me what rifle it is. And then if I hold down square, it'll strip it off. It'll delete this weapon and strip that talent. And it does the same thing like with your, like I have one on my mask now. I have an attribute that can be improved. And it tells you right on that it says extraction available for weapon handling. And if I hit that, it tells me I can strip off that 1.4% weapon damage. But if you go back a screen, it tells you your maximum is 7. So I wouldn't bother with this piece. I would end up selling this piece or breaking it down. So that's how you can get, really high numbers on stuff. Like this one has an attribute. The same thing, weapon handling. And it tells me my maximum is 7%. The piece of gear I have has 6%. Stuff like that. That's how you can, max out all of these. Like right now, my hazard protection, the most I have is 5.5%. I can get up to 6.6%. And now and then you'll get a piece of gear that goes over the maximum. Actually, I don't think it goes over the maximum. It drops at the maximum. That's why some of these have that orange hue on them. That means it's maxed out. So that's just a little intro to the recalibration station. I'm gonna look through my gear here and see if there's stuff that I can increase. That's worth increasing because I want to bring up my armor, but I also want to make sure I keep a decent, my attributes, keep them decent. So what I'll do, I'll go back in my mask here. I know I'm never going to use this thing, so I instantly hit L2 to make it a trash item. It marks everything. Pistol damage, I'll never use that. And I'm going to end up staying with Province anyway, so it'll be between one of these two.
this purple one has better haste. Skill haste is how often you can use your drone or your your other abilities. And see, this one has higher headshot and higher skill haste, so that'll be the one I equipped. So that'll be my new piece of gear. So what I'll do is I'm gonna go recalibrate that. So I'm gonna go to a recalibration station, go down to my mask, and if you have it equipped, it'll be the first item. If you don't have it equipped, you have to scroll to find it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on that mask again, and I'm gonna want to increase my weapon damage from that 1.5%. So I'm gonna click on that, go down to weapon damage, and on the left hand side it tells you what you need. I need 1,187 credits, and I need 12 electronics. See, this is where you want to pick up all that loot that's around the outside, all those, those orange bags and those little black boxes. That's what all that stuff comes from. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold down 0 or square, and that will change this my weapon damage on this. So you don't want to do this too much early game, because it gets expensive. Once you go over level 30 to level 40, that's gear you're going to be holding on to. This is all gear that I'm going to throw away eventually. I'm just doing an early game because it just makes things a lot quicker, especially if you're solo. So I'm going to do that. And I want to see if any of this Fenris helps me out. Like braced. Let me see if I have braced in here first. So I'm going to go to my library, down to body armor. I have 3 talents. Brace is a good one to have, and I already have it unlocked, so, but I like to check. Headhunter's not going to help me with anything. Intimidate language. I have one is monster. No, I'm all set with that. I'm all set with spotter. Okay. It's worth looking at because your purple gear will drop with a well, some of them. Your backpack and your chest armor will have a special talent on it if it's purple gear, like the purple and gold. If you look all the way on the right hand side next to where it says level 22, underneath that there's a little symbol that tells you this has glass cannon. Which glass cannon is great. It's a really great thing. It's just in early game it's too risky, so I'm gonna skip over having that. But what I could do is I could take it and put a different talent on it, but I would lose the ability to put more weapon damage on it. So I'm gonna skip that one altogether. This level 23 will give me more armor. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna go with that one. And all these other ones. What's the headhunter? Just trying to remember what some of these talents are. Alright, I don't need that. And don't need that. And what I do like to do is I'd like to keep a piece of Gila because it gives you 5% more armor, and it has some extra armor on it. I'd like to just have a piece of that in here, that I like to mark as a favorite, just because it's a big armor boost if you need it. Yeah, get rid of that too. So I have all that trash marked. I didn't do it on here though.
Really wish I had a complete set of socket wrenches. Can never find the 5/16 when you need it.
But like this piece of Alraldi's pretty good, so I'm actually gonna mark it as a favorite, just in case I need to switch some stuff around. That one's gone. Those are gone. And I do like to keep something that does have a good amount of armor on it, just in case. So I'll do my knee pads first. I'll come back for my my gloves, because I might switch my brand set on those gloves. It all depends on what I can get for knee pads, though. That's gone. That's gone. That's gone. Gone. See, like I would like to have something that has like critical hit chance on it. And I don't, yeah, I was gonna say I don't think anything there showed it. Okay, this does have critical hit chance, but it's for rifles. So, I'll hold on to that just for now. My holster, that's already a really good holster, and I didn't roll anything on this. I can get more weapon damage on this, but what I'm looking to do is get just a higher level, something with more armor on it. That's not gonna help. Not gonna help. Yeah, because those are already maxed out, so, and I don't need that one anymore. So holster doesn't help me at all. So now I actually have 4 pieces of province on, so I want to try to get a different talent, so that's where I want to go to Overaldi, because that'll give me more headshot damage. Or I could go with this for more health, and that's all I have right now. But if I go with the Araldi, it'll give me more headshot damage. And between the two, there's only that one's not too bad either. See, because I have hazard protection on that, or I have explosive resistance. And, you know, though, what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to roll my core attribute for more weapon damage. So what I want to do is kind of take probably hazard protection, I prefer. So that's the one I'm going to go with. Skill haste would be good to have, but it also has less armor. So, and when you're low level like this, a lot of this don't matter. It's just I'm so used to like end game stuff that I want to try to have the best of everything I can. So I'm just gonna get rid of all that, and I'm gonna keep the extra pair of gloves for the extra armor, even though the rest of it isn't very good. Alright, so I'm gonna end up re-rolling okay, my chest, my gloves. I don't really have to do anything to the holster, unless it's a big bump in damage, but I don't think it is. So I'm gonna re-roll that. So what I want to do is go to my body armor, and I already have it selected on my character, so it's the first thing. And if I wanted to, I could go with any of this other stuff on the right-hand side. But I'm not going to bother with it because I just want to go with just pure damage. You know, I can boost up my armor too. That's another thing you can do. But I'm going with, I just want damage. So, transfer that. And I'm going to want my gloves. Just do the same thing. You know, I could pick any of those. But just weapon damage. And sometimes it's worth going with like critical hit chance too. Let me see here though. Okay, like this one's worth doing because it tells me I can only get 2%, but I can actually go up to 9.9%. So I'll do that. So I have a lot of bonus damage now, even though my, like this one, because I already rolled it, I can't go in. You can always go in on your core, you know, whatever attribute you rolled. If you get a piece that's higher, a higher value, you can always re-roll it to the higher value if you want. But because I already hit the max on it, I can't do anything with it. So what I'm gonna do before I get too carried away is I'm gonna sell off everything because I just used up a lot of credits. Like I only got 2,000 credits now. So I'm gonna sell all that extra stuff.
That filled my inventory.
And I'm gonna sell the trinkets too.
Glad we got that settled.
Alright. So now if I look at my guy, you know, 21,000 armor, and everything is leaning towards, you know, weapon damage. And you can do the same thing with your weapons too. So, take a peek here. And you can change how things are sorted. I think it's left 3. Yep. And you can go by, you know, what type of weapon or whatever. I like to go weapon type, just because it's easier for me to see all, like, my ARs at once. And this had a talent, this had strain critical hit damage for every 5 seconds you're firing, which is kind of nice to have. But, some of these may have a better talent on them. That one kind of is alright. See, I like to go with, you know, I prefer like the 750s. This one's really good for close up, you know, because it's a 900 RPM, but the talent will give you more damage too. You know, you have to, once you kill off that one target, and then you keep killing targets right after, it does a lot of extra damage. See, the blue ones don't have a talent. But what level am I? I'm 23. That's a 21. I think this guy back here, the clan vendor, I think they have an AR, but I can't remember. So I'm gonna go check on that and see what the talent is if they do.
Do you want some?
Oh, no, it's not an AR, it's a regular rifle. What you can do is you can bounce in between the other vendors, and sometimes they'll have gear. I'm not gonna bother though. Then if you're in a clan, you get these little leaderboards and stuff. Doesn't look like anybody else was on this week, but you can go back to previous weeks and see what other people have been doing, kind of. And if you get enough projects done, you get a free cache out of here. So sometimes that can have good stuff in it too. I'm gonna run back over here. Um, I don't think he had an AR. Yeah, he has this one. Okay, this one's probably going to be worth getting. Preservation, killing an enemy repairs 10% of armor over 5 seconds, and headshots improve it to 10 by additional 10%. Preservation's really good to have. I go in here and compare the two. This one fires slower. It fires slower, but it has quite a bit more damage to it. So preservation is worth having. So I will pick this up, and what I'll try to do, I'm gonna see if I can modify it. Actually, let me lock it first. See what I can get out of this, because I like to go accuracy, stability, critical hit damage, critical hit chance. That's like my basic layout of like everything on ARs anyway. And I'll give it you can give custom skins too, as long as you have them unlocked. And before I even do anything with it, because I'm not very familiar with this gun, I'm not used to one that fires slow like that, I will come down here and just test it out. I was gonna say that didn't feel right. I never equipped it. Alright. Now I know how that other one just felt, so... Yeah, it's definitely slower. But it's not like a huge difference. It might be easier to stay on target too. So I'll give it a shot. If it don't work, it don't work. But I am gonna modify it. I'm gonna bring up the damage if I can. I don't even really have to. I have so much extra weapon damage as it is. So I do want to take a look at that. My weapon damage, yeah. That's additional damage, 3,475. And I don't think there's a max on that either. So I mean, you can just add a ton of weapon damage. So, and having that talent is worth having on any type of weapon that you can get it on. Because, yeah, you kill a couple enemies, it brings your armor right back. And especially when you're a solo player, you don't rely on other people, putting down like health boosters for you or anything like that. So I'm gonna see if I can bring that up. If it only goes up a couple points, then it's not worth doing. Yeah, okay, so this is worth doing because, health damage don't really matter too much, but AR damage going from 2.1 to 9.9 is definitely worth doing. But you'll notice, this one will take, was it metal or iron instead of electronics. So that's why you want to have a good balance of all the different crafting stuff. That way you can just go through and just craft it. So, I'm gonna have to step out for a minute here. I got a phone call, so I'll be right back.
here for you, Agent.
Alright, sorry about that. A little longer than I planned. What I do is I make sure if I can update my primary, I do that. And then my secondary, I'm going to be looking for another sniper. This is my preferred sniper, the SRS. It doesn't do very much more damage, but I did have, well, there is designated hitter. It does more damage. I've never been big on it. It feels clunky when you go to switch. I'm gonna run down here and try that thing out. It is quite a bit more damage. So, go and equip that. Oh yeah, that had custom, that had shock ammo in it. So if you do switch the weapon, it takes out that shock ammo. And to be honest, I don't know if it's really worth it just to try it out. I know that it handles kind of clunky, so that's why I'm not a big fan of it. It's a good sniper though. It's just I'm so used to something different. I've never used this thing. I think I'm all set with it though. The SRS is my favorite one to use. Let's see. Let me see. I'm not gonna bother. I'm gonna stay with the sniper I already have. But I will hold on to that one for later. Okay. Now I have all my weapons separated by the type. so it makes, this a little bit easier. So I'm gonna hold on to the CTAR just because it's a really, really good roll on that. Like if I'm in an area with smaller rooms, it works really well. It just shreds right through stuff. But for distance, it kind of sucks. There's some missions that it really shines in. But take a peek here, steady hand. I'm not going to bother with those. I'll hold on to the honey badger for now, just in case I don't like that other AR. What I try to do is I try to keep one of each of the other weapons, just in case I need to switch them. I don't put too much stock in them. I just take whichever one looks the best to me. A lot of times, like I like to have something like with an SMG. I like to have something with a larger mag, mainly because I'm a compulsive reloader. So I typically go with the PP-19. The AUGs are really good too, though. But you get one kill, you have to reload. So, and then I typically go with the M60s or the Stoner. So typically I'll keep one of each of those. Mainly the Stoner just has a really huge magazine. The reload is bad on it. It's almost 4 seconds for a reload. And they're both like 4 seconds, so it's just the Stoner shoots faster. So it seems like you have to reload it even more often. So typically I'm just gonna stick with this. And this also has preservation on it. That same thing to repair your armor. And it's, purple, so it's a higher tier. I'll get rid of that. And then I'll keep two, I try to keep 2 different shotguns, but I only have this one here now. The Lullaby I'm going to put in my stash. The M1A, that also has preservation. Wow. I'm not a big fan of the M1A, but I will keep it for the Talon. And it's just a regular rifle, so I tend to go accuracy. And I don't have a magazine I can put in it, unfortunately. And then I go with reload speed where I can. And you notice that also has a much lower RPM. It's almost like a long-range rifle as opposed to a regular rifle. So I'll keep both of those just in case. So all I'll do now is I'm just going to go sell a lot of that off. And a restock here. Yeah, I'll just sell it to recover some of the money I just spent.
Hello, Agent. Pleasure to see you.
The recalibration, it eats through credits really quick, so. Okay, so now my weapons are kind of sorted out. I'll just sort them, I'll change it back to default. And also, you can change your view in here. Early game I like to keep it like this, but you can go to a grid view where you see, everything's just more condensed. That's especially when you start getting a lot of gear. It's a lot easier to kind of sort through things like that. The problem is you can't see what level stuff is. So once you hit like level 30 or level 40, it makes going through stuff a lot quicker. But when you're lower level, when you're lower level, I find the other display easier to read. I remember how I get into that now. Let me see. Keep hitting the wrong button. Okay, and options, back to list view. Yeah, like I can see my level and all my traits and stuff easier, so. And I want to take a moment, put Lullaby away, because I won't be using that weapon anymore. All it's doing is taking up room. I've been meaning to put it in my stash for quite a while. And what I try to do is I try to modify my weapons as I go, like I'm going to be holding on to these. So, now if I go back in, if I take a look at my mods, if there's an exclamation point in the upper left-hand corner, it means there's something new. And there's like nothing in here I can use yet. My hive attachments. I don't even know how these things work, like for the hive, I'm not sure. But that's all those. See if there's anything I can modify on this. Because they don't tell you what stem charges or repair charges actually work on. I think they work on the healing version of this, not the revive version, but I don't know. And there's 3 different slots, but nothing will fit except for that one slot, so. I'm gonna put repair charges in there just in case. I can switch over because I did unlock on my hive. I do have the restore one unlocked as well. That's like a shield regeneration. So I just keep the reviver on because I'm solo, so it'll help me out there. But I think I'm gonna do the main mission, wherever that is. I think it's way the heck over here. In an area that I haven't really unlocked yet, either.
We've got confirmation the Outcast Chief Strategist is inside the Potomac Event Center. If we can capture him, we can interrogate him and figure out what they're planning. Kelso will set up a diversion. You go for the target.
You'll need to cut off any escape routes and box this guy in before you can bag him.
Trying to see which safe house would be easier to leave from. Guess this one will work. I'll probably run into a bunch of enemies on the way though. So it might take a couple tries to get there. Actually, I'm going to mute here for a bit until I get over there and get going.
outcasts are holding a civilian captive in the courtyard of a residential building.
That's your cue, Agent. Secure the area and release the hostage.
We showed them all right.
I got this one.
Whenever I try to do missions like this at the beginning, I try to open up matchmaking so other
I'm
players
set up at the main entrance.
are trying to get through the same
Head for the
mission. They can
northeast
join
gate.
in on
With the
me.
northeast gate and main entrance covered, he won't be able to leave the center without running into one of our team.
Agent, there's a vehicle parked on the retractable bollards in front of the gate. You might be able to raise the bollards and use the car as a battering ram.
What the hell? Stay here. I'll go check it out.
I'm in. Main entrance is clear.
Agent, you need to cut off the primary escape route. Take out the boats they've got docked southwest of your position.
I'll keep an eye on the main entrance and make sure he doesn't double back.
Attention! We're under attack! Fall back! Get to the boats!
Detected.
Defend them at all costs!
Well, at least now we know
Yeah,
the
this
strategist
is
is
a pretty rough mission. They'd like to send up those little remote control cars all the time. What I try to do is keep my distance.
Finish with the push.
Damn. That agent.
Who took a bullet?
Then if I can, I run back to get ammo a lot, just because I'm not sure if there's another wave that actually spawned down here. I don't think there is, but I like to play it safe.
I'm seeing a lot of hostiles by the docks. They're securing the boats.
They must be waiting for the order to launch. If the strategist gets on one of those boats, we'll lose our chance to bring him in. Keep moving. You're almost there.
You feel that, agent?
dock, Agent. Hope you're not too late.
Keep them away from the boats! Do whatever it takes!
You want to imprison? Are you gonna let them?
Heads up. I'm seeing a lot of movement toward the boats, but no sign of the strategist.
Agent, hostiles are inbound on your position by the docks. Watch your six.
Justice is served!
You'll all pay!
The outcasts will survive.
We need reinforcements on the dock, now! Take out the intruders, protect the boats!
Agent, we can't let the strategist get away. You need to destroy all of the boats.
They're coming at me from all sides. I can't get...
Agent down.
Kelso? Kelso? Shit. Agent Kelso's not responding. Damn it, Kelso. Okay, slight change of plans. With the boats out of commission, the target should still be inside. We have to make sure he doesn't slip past us.
Electronic device detected.
Roosevelt Island quarantine zone, sir. But she's not sick! She's showing signs of infection, sir. Then we should all go! What are we gonna do with him? We can't let him go. People want payback. And this kid's JTF.
I know.
We have to make an example of him. Publicly.
You mean I have to?
Yeah. I mean, you have to. Like it or not, you're the one people look to. So it's on you to show them the way.
Then I'll give them an example they won't forget.
Sorry about that, guys. Gotta grab another drink. All that talking earlier made me parched here. Let me see. I thought matchmaking was on in this.
Okay, my group is open. I thought I had started matchmaking on this mission. I'm just a little surprised nobody popped in. I probably didn't start it. I was going to say, normally in the bottom corner it tells you that it's matchmaking. I just realized it hasn't been on this whole time. So if I get a chance to join another's group, I might do that and just rerun the beginning again. It'll go faster with 2 people in here. If somebody joins in, if they don't, they don't. It's not a big deal. That's their scope.
Perfect. So predictable. Kill them and feed the burn pit.
Check on them! What hell, Dave?
Obviously chose the wrong spot to be with this. Hey Wonky, how you doing? I forgot where the spawn points were in this. They surprised me. No, I'm good. I haven't played through this in a couple years, so just forgetting where all the spawns are and mission layouts. Thanks for the offer, though.
Without Kelso, capturing the strategist won't be easy.
Yeah, I'd like to play through it every like year or so. I enjoy the early game.
We captured another 16 people.
I got a couple guys that I've already went through the DLC, so I like to revisit it every now and then.
Get whatever use out of them you can. Then dump their bodies somewhere our enemies will find them.
You want to piss them off so they'll fight harder?
I want to horrify them. Make them fear us. Because fear will weaken them.
You're right.
Just shooting them, right? No cutting off heads. No more fucking pressure!
Was that gunfire? Agent, I didn't send reinforcements. You'll need to clear the building.
I'm not dead. Don't everyone cheer at once.
Wait, is that Kelso?
My watch broke and I lost comms. Listen, I need you to cover me while I go to the balcony and head down to the concert hall.
Oh, thank God. Is Kelso all right?
Keep them away from me! Whatever you do, don't let them into the concert hall!
Electronic device detected.
We're running out of food and water. We don't have enough blankets to go around.
Now I've got you right where I want you.
Oh, yeah. Get into it. Moving to position. Fuck. Was going for a headshot. When do we stop dying?
I just wish your suffering could last as long as ours did.
Fire detected.
You think you're better than us? That you got the right to kill us? Huh? We got the power of life and death now! We're going to use it!
Idiot thought that was safe. Haven't you done enough? How is that possible? You'll need more than a few painkillers. Bullet. Right with it. I'll put some fire down. You healing up there, Agent?
Got you. No! Please don't hurt me! I'll do whatever you want! I'll tell you everything!
Alright, calm down. Stop embarrassing yourself. So we got him. That was some nice work, Agent. You should be proud of yourself. Together was the only way we could have done that.
Now that we have their strategists, the outcasts are going to be in disarray. And we could probably get some useful... can persuade him to cooperate.
Come on in. Got another favor to ask you. About a month ago, some people that weren't happy with how I was handling things decided that they wanted to take their chances on their own. The outcasts have been harassing them, but we got reason to believe there's going to be a major attack. Now, I've sent people to provide security, but Division Agent make a big difference. Not just for the added firepower. You've done so much for us already. But maybe with your help, we can convince them to come back. Give the settlement another chance. Before it's too late.
That's the bug I hope they get fixed. It's starting to taste like this.
Curious about the outcasts? Here's something for you to take a look at.
You good?
I love these cutscenes. They do such a good job.
All right, man. MLM will know of your courage. They all will. Remember me, man. Always, brother.
Thanks, Agent. Our supplies are really starting to run low.
I want to take a peek at this vendor, see if they have anything good. Open a cache too. More junk.
Glad to see you. That's quality you're looking at. Your business is
Really all that great there. I'm probably gonna end up calling it a night though. Head back over here. I'm gonna try to jump on tomorrow for a little bit. I just want to check, see how many missions I have left. I think I might have 4 left. I think. I'm gonna try to knock out one of those tomorrow. If I can go the right thing here. Yep, 4 more. It's going to take some leveling, so maybe get it done over the weekend. I'm going to try to kind of bounce on tomorrow morning if I get a chance, and maybe just run around and grab some loot and do some of the side activities. See if I can get some of these projects out of the way too. Where are they? Yeah, because I just picked a couple more up. I just have to do some. Oh, donate gloves. That's easy enough. Yeah, some just public world stuff. You know, some elite outcast activities. Yeah, knock out some of these. They give a good amount of XP. So that you only need only need like 240,000 to level up. So, but I think that's probably gonna be it for tonight. I'm gonna get an early morning tomorrow, so at least I got some stuff upgraded here. So most of the stuff's out of the way. Just 4 more missions. So but I'm gonna have to try to jump up a couple levels too. I still have all these side missions too. I can probably do a couple of those to give myself an XP boost. So, and Liberation, still have, yeah, that's all those projects. So, but I do have some bounties. Oh yeah, I did over in the clan area. There's a bounty board. I can run some of those. With those, you can also matchmake with people and get a bunch of bounties done too. But yeah, I can view bounties, and they show, you know, the ones that are available, and you can matchmake right into them. You know, sometimes, you know, people will even be higher level, make it a little bit easier. It's always easier with another, you know, person or two. So always do that stuff. And I still have this classified assignment thing. You know, I still have a ton of stuff I can do to help boost up. Yeah, and you got the stronghold too, which I haven't unlocked yet, but it'll be soon. Then when I finish the story up and hit 30, I think I have access to the weekly mission. That'll give you a bunch of stuff in that, and also eventually I'll be able to go to New York. Still have to do the DLC for this. That normally only takes a few hours. I can probably do that in like 2 or 3 streams. You just have to go down, hunt down a bunch of bad guys. I mean, you can kind of speed run through it, but you have to level at the same time. You have to get from level 30 to level 40 for that. So, that'll take a little bit of time. Considering you need to level up while you do it. So, but I'm gonna hop on out here, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for swinging in.